Good morning students. Welcome to your English language class. In today's video, we are going to do transformation of sentences, and by the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to use coordinating conjunctions and how to convert simple sentences into compound sentences and vice versa. So children, you have already learned three types of sentences, that is the simple sentence, the compound sentence and the complex sentence. Today we will learn how to convert simple sentences into compound sentences by using coordinating conjunctions. So let us recapitulate the coordinate conjunctions. Now children, here you can remember the coordinate conjunctions by an acronym, that is FAN voice, where F stands for, A for and, or you can use as well as, N for not only but also, B for but, O for or, and at the place of or you can use else and otherwise also. Y for yet, and the last S. S means so, but at the place of so you can use therefore and hence also. So these are the coordinate conjunctions. Now let's get started and we'll do the sentences now. So our first simple sentence to change it into compound sentence is: seeing a bear coming, he lay on the ground. Now students, here we are talking about two actions where one action happens in continuity with the other. So in such cases, we can use coordinating conjunction, that is and. Students, here you also need to keep one thing in mind, that compound sentence always begins with a subject. Now what is the subject in the sentence? That means who is performing the action of seeing? He. Yes, the subject is he. So our answer will be: he saw a bear coming and lay on the ground. Now next sentence: having finished his work, he went to bed. Now in order to convert it into compound sentence, we will begin it with a subject, and the subject is he. Now he will be followed by the first action word, that is finish, and it will be followed by second action word, that is went. So our answer will be: he finished his work and went to bed. Next sentence: besides being industrious, he is wise. Here besides means in addition to. So at the place of besides we can use not only but also or as well as. So our answer will be: he is not only industrious but also wise. Or you can use as well as also in the way like he is industrious as well as wise. Next sentence: in spite of his riches, he is unhappy. Children, here in spite means without being affected by something. So now children, here we have contrasting situations. A person is said to be rich, but he is not happy. So the same simple sentence can be written by using the adversative conjunction, that is but. So your answer will be like: he is very rich, but he is unhappy. You can also use still and yet. Like, see, he is very rich, still he is unhappy. He is very rich, yet he is unhappy. So in these ways, students, you can change the simple sentence into compound sentence wherever you find the contrasting situations. Coming up to the next sentence: notwithstanding his sorrow, he is hopeful. Children, here notwithstanding also means in spite of. So, if you are given notwithstanding in the statement, You can use but, yet and still. So our answer will be he is sorrowful but hopeful. He is sorrowful yet hopeful. He is sorrowful, still hopeful. Now students, keep one thing in mind. When we are transforming the sentences, the structure of the words may change, but the meaning should not change. Like in this statement, we have converted sorrow into sorrowful. Otherwise, the sentence would be incorrect. Coming up to the next sentence, that is, in the face of many obstacles, he persevered. And our answer will be, he met with many obstacles, nevertheless he persevered. Children, here nevertheless means but, still and yet. So you can write the statement in many forms like, he met with many obstacles, but he persevered. He met with many obstacles, yet he persevered. Or, he met with many obstacles, still he persevered. Now coming up to those sentences where we have a choice. Students, for choice we use or, either or and otherwise. Now see the first sentence, that is, you must confess your fault to escape being fined. Here we have two alternate conditions. First is confessing your fault and the second is to pay fine. So we can express the same sentence by using either or and simply or. So your answer will be like, you must confess your fault or you will be fined. The next one, you must either confess your fault or you will be fined. Children, in first sentence we have used or and in the second we have used either or. Now next one, to avoid punishment you must apologize. Children, again here we have two situations. The first is avoiding punishment and second is to apologize. So we can use either or and simply or. So your answer can be like, either you must apologize or you will be punished. Or you must apologize or you will be punished. Now coming up to the next sentence, you must run away at once to escape being caught. Here children, again two situations of choice are given, so we can use or, else, otherwise, either or. Okay, so we can write this sentence by using these words. Now see, you must run away at once, otherwise you will be caught. Or, you must run away at once or you will be caught. You must run away at once, else you will be caught. So these were the ways like how we can convert simple sentences into compound sentences. Now next we will learn how to convert compound sentences into simple sentences. Let's get started. Children, our first sentence is, he took his hat and set off. Here we have two actions and one subject. One action happens in continuity with the other. So, first action is, he took his hat and second is, set off. So, we can begin with the first action, that is took. Now, we will change it into first form of the verb. So, it will be take. Now, add ing with the verb. So, it will be taking. Now, children, keep in mind, in simple sentences, there is only one subject. That is why in this statement, we have been given one subject. And we have used subject once in the statement. So our answer will be, taking his hat, comma, he set off. See the next sentence. The sun rose and the fog disappeared. Now children, here we are having two subjects. One is the sun and the second is the fog. And here one action is happening in continuity with the other. In the case when we have two different subjects doing different actions, we will begin the sentence with the first subject followed by the ing form of the verb. So here our first subject is the sun. So our answer will be the sun having risen, comma, the fog disappeared. The weather was fine, he went out. Students, in the statements where you will find is, am, are, was or were, then you have to convert these words into being. Now see the sentence again. The weather was fine, he went out. Students, see here we are talking about two actions where one is happening after the other and two different subjects are given. So we will start with the first subject, that is the weather. So our answer will be the weather being fine, he went out. Here we have changed the word was into being. Okay. Now next, he finished his work and returned home. Students, this sentence can be written like, having finished his work, he returned home. Or, finishing his work, he returned home. Students, here we can use a preposition also. So it will be, after finishing his work, comma, he returned home. Coming up to the next sentence. He not only made a promise but kept it. Children, whenever we have one action happening in addition to the other, we can use besides. So here there are two things that are happening. One is making a promise and the other is keeping it. So we can begin the sentence with besides. And our answer will be, besides making a promise, he kept it. Now students, next one. Children, before doing the next sentence, you have to keep in mind that after preposition, we will always use ing form of the verb. Like in the previous sentence also, after besides, we have used ing form of the verb, that is making. Now coming to the next sentence, he shaved himself and then took his bath. Again, here are two actions. One action happened after the other. So we can use the preposition, that is after, with the ing form of the verb. So our answer will be, after shaving himself, he took his bath. Next sentence. You must not be late or you will be fined. Children, whenever you feel like using if, you can use a phrase in the event of. So, if you are late, you will be fined. So, at the place of if, we can use in the event of. And our answer will be, in the event of being late, you will be fined. Next sentence. You must work hard or you will not win the first prize. Here we will simply use to, that is to plus present form of the verb. So our answer is, you must work hard to win the first prize. Next is, either you must confess your fault or you will be punished. Here children, you can use the word to escape. So your answer will be, to escape punishment, you must confess your fault. Now here children, in order to avoid punishment or to escape punishment, You can use the word by yourself that is suitable according to the sentence, but the meaning should remain same. Okay, so here the answer for this sentence is to escape punishment, comma, you must confess your fault. So children, this is the end of today's session. I hope you all have understood this. Now students, your homework is to solve the related exercises according to the hints given in your SNAP homework. Thank you.